Yeah, nice and warm too.
Yeah, little butterflies.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Hi, gentlemen. How can we help you?
Don't need any help. We're just taking some pictures and video. Just documenting the building.
For?
Investigative journalism.
Wow.
They even have crayons over here for little kids.
So we have some video happening right now, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. But this has been fantastic, and I really appreciate it.
Any good deals on Amazon today?
Great, that sounds fantastic. Okay.
Always.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye-bye.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Okay. Why am I on camera?
Why are you on camera? Oh, I got zoomed in. I want to get all of you on camera.
What is your name, sir?
Myself.
What is your name?
Oh my goodness. Do we need to call?
You work for the county. What is your name?
We're the admin support staff.
Right.
Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help.
Then what are you doing here?
Just like I answered for her, I'm taking pictures and video
Okay.
and documenting the building.
Okay.
What is your name?
Eric Kuzma.
What is your capacity here, Eric?
I am the acting public works director.
Very nice, right to the top.
Yeah, you got it.
It's always nice when we can go right to the
We're
top.
a public agency.
Mhm.
We're open to the public. You have
Absolutely.
the right to be here, as you know.
Correct.
But when you come in with a camera and you don't explain what you're doing here, obviously you make people uncomfortable.
I understand that.
So I'm simply asking.
And I simply answered. You asked what I was doing, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is?
I'm taking pictures and video and documenting the building
Okay. For what purpose?
for my purpose.
Okay. Okay.
Hi. We have a picture.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but
You don't have to tell me anything. You approached me. You're on camera because you approached me and you're sitting in the frame.
yeah. Okay.
Did you have onions for lunch?
I just ate my lunch. Thank you for
I
sharing.
love onions.
That lady's here.
Hi.
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 You sure get around.
Yeah, I do. Come on with me.
Okay.
I can't go beyond this point, but I'm going to this point. I see the sign. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So we can tell them they have to stay at the front.
Chris, sir, you're not allowed to, that's not a public area.
This sign right here says authorized personnel only beyond this point.
Right, but
So
this
what now?
area, her desk,
Well, but I'm right here in the still public area and right here, and I haven't crossed this
Sir,
line.
if you don't have any business here, you can leave.
Excuse me?
If you don't have any business with any staff here, you may leave.
What is your name?
My name's Al Cairns. There's the front door.
What is your capacity?
Al, the best thing to do is not engage. Thank you very much.
But yeah, thanks Al for your opinion. Go back to your cubicle.
Heard something about civil deputy. Kind of funny because I know the guy.
Perfect.
Decoration. Got park lights.
How's the state of the public works in the county these days?
Reasonable.
Okay.
We're busy.
Lots of new stuff going on. I see a lot of
Yeah.
new buildings around. Really big castle type building down the road here. I see castle because it's got the round ends.
Yeah, but you see, yeah, there's
sorry.
I'm not sure which road. I'm a Port Angeles guy, so I'm not completely.
My bad.
Matt might know better. Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we do the roads, the bridges, the trails. We
Link
rely
up my Discovery Trail.
on the Discovery
Very
Trail.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm a trail adopter
we're
out in Port
yeah,
Angeles. I have
we
a
have a
couple sections I maintain.
That's good.
Yeah.
We
Okay. Okay.
we Public Works is road, capital roads, capital or maintenance of roads,
Right.
parks, solid waste.
Anything outside PT city limits, and well, any of the cities.
No, we have nothing to do with the city.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Anything outside of PT, PT does their own.
Yes.
Do you guys do like Hadlock roads and Chimicum roads then?
And South County and West County, so everything on the west end we do as well.
Right.
So
Very
There's
cool.
not much out on the west end.
Yeah.
no, not if you ask those folks out there.
Right. Yeah, they want their stuff taken care of. The hoe.
Yeah, well, I
leading
mean,
up
I'm
to
not
the-
saying the roads don't need to be maintained out there, but
Yeah.
there's not a lot.
No, there's
out
not.
there.
You're right. Cool.
Yeah, our viewers don't know what the west end is out there, so.
West end, so
Yes.
we have the
It's
bogus
what
shield.
Cleats
the,
and-
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Love it out there. I was out there a couple months ago, but I need to get back
River.
out.
I usually go Elkhart, no, Hoe River.
Okay.
Very cool.
Pretty cool out there. I like camping out there at the
No.
North Fork, or South Fork campground.
Right.
So while you're lingering, which you can do in anything, I mean, you guys have
Lingering?
Well, yeah, I don't know what else to call it, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, and I'll accept lingering.
Okay, that's good.
It's not. It's almost like loitering, but it's not. So I don't feel like I'm being called a loiterer. Have you seen Pineapple Express movie?
Oh, yeah. that's
Remember
one
the
time.
scene lingering, or lingerer, the guy that's a lingerer?
Right.
The guy that comes in and he's buying marijuana from the
Right.
thing and he asks him for Percocet or something.
Yeah.
And he gets mad. He's like, lingerer, get this guy out of here. So that was the first thing I thought when he said that.
I haven't seen the movie, but
Yeah.
sorry.
All right.
While you're here, you don't know anything else about what we do?
No, I might come in with more questions next time. I just feel like next time it'll be a completely different experience.
Cool.
We kind of were just doing this on the whim,
Yeah.
shooting from the hip, and we
Yeah, we just
it's
met
the
today,
it's
so
the
it's-
gold it's the gold that you see on the internet, and it's really amazing when we come into these places how you're initially treated like that with a camera. It's just a camera and you're a public employee. And I get that it makes people feel awkward, uncomfortable. We've been to 5 different, we've been to the courthouse, the city hall, we've been to the police department. And I'm dumbfounded about how public employees treat the public. And it's not, this is frames per second. I'm not coming in here with a gun, you know, I mean, I'm shooting frames per
I
second.
get it, but that's not really a fair assessment either. I mean, I think we go out of our way to help people out.
Right.
I mean, I'll say our department, if possible, someone walks in the door,
Right.
we sit down, I walk people across the parking lot to the right
No,
division.
once we kind of broke down things here, you've been, I mean, the last 2-3 minutes has been great, and it's exactly how you should have been when we came in. But
Right.
and that's part of the working in a public capacity. When you sign up to work for the public and take public tax dollars, transparency, freedom of the press, our literal First Amendment of the Bill of Rights of the United States Constitution. And then there comes to a point where there's de-escalation, and we just like normal people, and you just don't even pretend it's there.
Right,
And
but I think in our society right now, if you guys came in the
I get
building
it.
and you said, hey, you know, we're really interested in what you're doing, and hey, we want to get you on film telling you know, we don't have any questions, we kind of want to know what you do. Why don't you
yeah,
walk us through your
but part
But if you walk in and you have sort of an adversarial air about you, and I mean, it just, man, what do you expect?
well,
as a result?
the problem is I'm not here to have an ego and trump my constitution all over your office. It's more to create awareness and educate. But it's really interesting when it's someone that your tax dollars pay. And
you say you're from Port Angeles?
I am, yeah.
So your tax dollars don't pay.
If I go buy a candy bar at QFC,
I
if I go buy a candy bar at QFC, my tax dollars don't come here, even if it's 4 cents on that candy bar.
What percentage of
Well,
your
let's not argue semantics about that because I already know what's right, and we know the laws when we come into these buildings. We know that we cannot go beyond this point. I know that I cannot hold my camera past this thing here. You know, and it's educational on both ends. We learn something about the department if we want to. Matt got his tabs earlier when we went to the auditor's office. They were so helpful. That was the best experience we
actually,
had
that
all
was
day
the-
long.
Yeah, that was the
I mean,
best one, because everybody. they're
Two
like, "What are you
cameras,
doing?"
5
And it's
people,
like,
everybody's having a
just
good
have-
day.
You know,
And they're not afraid of this. And again, when our founding fathers, you know, came up with these rights, you know, freedom of the press.
When our founding fathers came up with those rights, there were people walking around with cell phones, putting
Well,
who knows what
there-
on the internet
there
for
want-
purposes that aren't.
We're not doing any of this for nefarious purposes.
Well, but again, you didn't come in here and tell us that.
But I don't have to do that. That's
Again, but we
your.
have to assume
But you work
that.
in a public capacity, so that's you just have to expect that. And your feelings don't trump the Constitution.
No, and exactly, we have to. Your word. We have to expect that. We expect that because we have
Right.
staff and we have to be.
All makes and models for all makes and models. You know, there's a butt for every seat, and maybe you get somebody that comes in and they're not. Their appearance scares you.
No.
You know, or makes you feel uncomfortable. Well, it can happen. I mean, we often judge, you know, a book by its cover.
Well, some may.
Right. Well,
No, we hope that our public
Hey,
officials
Mark.
don't.
How's it going?
How you doing?
hey, Mark,
Just fine.
do you work here, Mark?
What's your purpose here, gentlemen?
I asked the
Uh,
same thing, but
Taking video and pictures
Okay.
and documenting the building.
For what purpose?
For investigative journalism. Since you approached me, what is your first and last name?
I'm not going to answer the question.
This is a public employee, Matt. Or at least I think he is.
I am.
He's Mark at Public Works,
sorry, Mom.
No.
but he will not even give us the respect of telling us who he is. I'm presuming it's Mark because
Well,
they
you know,
called him
respect
Mark.
goes two ways. This
Yeah.
is a workspace, and
Right.
you're.
So, Mark, is me coming into this building and practicing my First Amendment freedom of the press?
You have access to the front area. And if
Oh,
you-
I
if
don't?
if you have business.
Why am
in
I
the
standing
building,
here?
Because nobody has chosen to.
The limit.
Pardon?
Is the limit of where they can.
Can you
pass this
believe
time.
this?
There we go.
Yeah, crazy. Almost as bad
Okay, I
as.
stand corrected. There's the limit sign.
And I'll go right up to that
almost
limit
as
sign
bad
and
as
already
Mike down at
did.
City Hall.
Good.
At least he's talking to us, though.
Haven't been ushered out, or what was I told to sit?
Can we talk for a second?
Sure.
We'll be right back, you guys.
Hey, Mike, Mark, one word: de-escalation. All right, I've had enough. These people are getting me fired up. I'm dumbfounded. Oh, I was going to ask one other thing. I was going to ask if they called the police and we should wait around.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you get out of here soon. My wife's gonna be showing up.
Where's H&R Block in Port Townsend?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we're about done. We got